Good morning, tubers. Men and Roy back once again. Back to you on, oh, wait a minute. Let's see if I can get this right. It is the 28th of August, 2018. Almost 10 a.m. in the morning. And guess what, tubers? You guys are going to be treated to a regular vlog today. That's right. You guys have not seen a vlog from me in a really long time, at least not a traditional vlog like I used to do. As most of you know by now, I've been doing mostly live streams, and mainly that's because I've been a little lazy. It's a lot easier to just film a live stream and answer your guys' questions live than do a vlog, because of course then I have to edit up the video on my Dell XPS 8700. But you know what? You guys are so loyal to me, I said to myself, you know what, Matt? It's time to do a traditional vlog. A few things I want to get up to today. I'm going to be heading over to some of the thrift stores. I'm going to go to our local CHKD, maybe a few more. I might even get down to Virginia Beach today. I don't know. It just depends on how the day progresses. But as you guys know that have been following my channel for any length of time, Tuesday at the CHKD is always sale day. In other words, everything is 25% off. It used to be called Text Tuesday, and you actually had to get a text that they would send you and show that to them to get the discount. But they've actually done away with that. Now it's just called Customer Appreciation Day. So everybody who goes in to a CHKD thrift store in my area on Tuesdays every week gets 25% off their entire purchase. So great deal. Going to be heading out that way. But before I do that, I need to go ahead and do some laundry, if you guys can see it right down there. Another thing that's I'm really excited about is I am finally getting a new bed. For the longest time now, my mattress has really been bothering me. I wake up in the mornings with backaches, and I really wasn't sure if it was the mattress or just that I was overworking my back. But what really told me what it was, when we went out to South Dakota, I slept for 4 days on that hotel mattress, which was more firm, and of course it was also a new mattress. Woke up, had no lower back pain. As soon as I got home, started sleeping on my bed, the back pain was back in full swing. So as soon as I get up in the morning, my lower back just aches. And it does stand to reason, because the mattress I have here is every bit of 12 years old. And of course, I had that mattress when I was really heavy, when I was over the 300-pound mark. So it is definitely time. So I went out yesterday to the original mattress factory, spent a lot of money, let's say, on a really good original mattress factory Regency mattress. New headboard, so I can't wait to show that to you guys when it comes in. I'm going to go ahead and do my laundry. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. Go ahead and dump this garbage. Talk to you guys on the phone. All right, tuber, so I just got downstairs, and Milo was almost a smush kitty. I was walking holding my hamper, and I didn't see him, and I kind of felt him under my feet, and that's why when I'm walking down here, because of him, I kind of drag my feet. That way, if he kind of tries to trip me up, I can kind of lift him up a little bit and push him to the side without actually doing some damage. And unfortunately, I've stepped on his tail a few times, but that's what you do, Milo. You're always under our feet, right, Mom? Mm-hmm. He always does that. But I want to show you something really cool that Mom just told me about in the Aldi's flyer. So let me turn you around and show what they got on sale this week. Yeah, okay, Mom messed up here. It's not Aldi, it's actually Lidl. So she was looking through the Lidl flyer here, and this is what caught her eye. If I can get back to the page, right there, the Lidl brand maple syrup, which is very good, is half off. It's normally $10.99. It's actually more than half off. It's $5.49, and that's for the 32-ounce bottle of Preferred Selection Grade A maple syrup. And we have bought this before. Very, very good tasting maple syrup. What I actually do with that, I put that on my instant oatmeal. I take 2 packets of my instant oatmeal out. I get the Better Oats Organic or the Steel Cut. I cook that up in the microwave, and I go ahead and pour a little bit of the real maple syrup on there, and that makes a great breakfast. That is how I've been able to lose all this weight, is instead of eating something like a sausage, egg, and cheese on a hard roll or something that's a lot more fattening, I just stick to oatmeal for breakfast and 1 banana. So basically, if you want to figure out what I eat for breakfast, this is it. except of course cooked. So I have the 2 packets of the instant oatmeal, 1 banana, and I usually have 2 cups of coffee. Altogether, this equals about 600 calories, and the oatmeal really stays in your stomach for a long time, and that's why I like it. Low in fat, high in fiber, high in, what's that other word I'm looking for? Well, you get the idea. Basically, this will keep you going for many hours, and I work all that off by the time I eat lunch, and then I just pretty much eat normal for the rest of the day. So, give you guys a little idea of how I've been able to lose some of this weight. Got to go put this away, start my laundry, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, my least favorite day of the week, laundry day. So I always wash my stuff hot and cold. This is going to be a large load. And let's see, I always use the fabric softener from Dollar Tree. And I'll tell you guys a little secret with this fabric softener. If you get the LA's Totally Awesome Fresh Scent Fabric Softener, it's good, but it's a little on the thick side. You can see right there. So what I like to do, I pour a little in, trying not to spill it, of course, about halfway, and then I cut it with some water. That way it's not so thick, because it's actually thick enough to where it clogs up the little jet. See, what happens is when you go through the rinse cycle, or it actually puts the fabric softener in, and this stuff is so thick it tends to clog those jets. So if you add a little bit of water, then I use the handle end of the lint roller, and I mix it together like that. It makes it the perfect consistency. Now I also throw in some of the LA's Totally Awesome Orange Base Cleaner. Oh, and again, this is hard to open one-handed. There we go. Not much left in this, so I'll probably use the rest of it. It does come with a scoop. That's a nice touch. Usually you don't see that anymore. So I'll throw some of that in there. And then basically just top it off with some regular laundry detergent. This is just some of the Ajax that I had left over. I got this from Dollar Tree, I'll be honest with you. I thought it was going to be better than it is, so I'll probably just stick with the LA's Totally Awesome. And that's about it. That's how I get my clothes nice and clean. So we got the laundry detergent, LA's Totally Awesome Oxygen Cleaner, and then the fabric softener. And that always seems to work for me. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put my clothes in there, get the rest of my day started. Talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, let's head out to some of these thrift stores. It is really hot already. We're at 86 degrees now, and it's supposed to get over 100 with the heat index. I think it's supposed to get up to 102 from what they said last night. So that's the actual temperature and the humidity. I'm not happy with the summers here. I tell you, it's always a struggle around here to get through the summers, but fall is steadily approaching. We have less than a month. Generally by the end of September we start seeing the much cooler temperatures, so I think I could take it another month. I'm just getting tired of doing the military march in place at home, and that's basically what I've been doing for the past few months, especially when it's too hot. That's one reason I like going up to upstate New York and visiting my uncle and my aunt, because the temperatures up there are much more bearable. Even though the actual temperature up there is still in the 80s and 90s, generally the humidity is much less. Instead of 80 or 90%, you might see humidity levels 50 or 60%, and that means you're not going to get an instant sweat when you go outside. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're still thinking about going up to the Apple Fest in Green, New York this year. I think it's the 28th and the 29th. I'll have to double check my calendar. But it's going to be really tricky because Mom and Dad are going to be gone to their 10, 20, I don't know, something school reunion. I think it's the 50th high school reunion for them. So they're coming back, and then we would literally have to go out the very next day to be able to make it up to the Apple Fest. So we're just got to see how that plays out. I'm hoping, I have my fingers crossed that it'll work out well, because that is really fun. And I know you guys have seen videos of that before. I have vlogged when I've done the Apple Fest in the past. Great food there. They have apple dumplings. They have fried apple crisp. It's basically everything to do with apples, if you haven't guessed that yet. But I'm here at the gas station. You go fill up the tank. We will see what the rest day brings. Hopefully get some interesting things at the thrift store. And I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, $25 and some odd cents later, we now have a full tank of gas. Very interesting, at my local Shell gas station, they just recently installed TV screens in the gas pumps. And they show things like news clips and give you the weather. And they also have an interesting segment there called Word of the Day. And I'll give you guys the word of the day and tell me if you guys knew what this meant. Their word of the day was fallow, F-A-L-L-O-W. And the definition of fallow is to lie dormant. In other words, something that's not being used. So I guess you could say like that volcano is fallow, or that TV is now fallow because it's not being used, or it's lying dormant. I don't know if that's exactly how that word's supposed to be used, but I'm sure some of you out there that are teachers and in the education field will probably correct me if I'm not using that properly. But I like that because every time I come to get gas, I try to learn a new word. They say if you learn one new thing every day, you'll keep your mind sharp, and I guess by the time you're 50 or 60 years old, you'll be very intelligent because you'll learn something new every single day for 365 days for all those years. So, I don't know. I still need my second cup of coffee. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Let me go and pause this vlog. We're going to go to some more of the thrift stores, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers. So, about an hour into the thrift store hunting. Nothing really good to speak of. I got one monitor, 19-inch Dell LCD panel, and I also have one Acer computer mouse. Nothing too spectacular. I'm heading over to a second CHKD in my area. Probably going to be the only one I go to today, and that's because this time of year is just not very good for thrift store hunting. The end of summer, basically beginning of fall, is when everybody's going back to school. And because people have been out on vacations, they really don't have a lot of money to spend, and they're also not donating a lot of items to thrift stores. That's just not on their mind. They're like, okay, we're in a crunch. We need to get our kids back to school. They're out searching for school supplies, getting backpacks, binders, notebooks, and getting their kids ready to go back to school. They're not thinking, oh, I need to go ahead and clean out my shed or my attic and donate everything in there to the thrift stores. It was very interesting. I was talking to one of my friends at another local thrift store, a guy named Dave. He's really, really cool. I don't know if you watch this, Dave, but if you do, there's a little shout out for you. And he was saying the same thing. Summer is the worst time for them. They get very little donations, and they get very few people shopping because, again, everybody's on vacation and they're not thinking about business items. So it is what it is. We'll wait till fall comes, hopefully get some better thrift store hauls and definitely some more garage sale finds, because you guys tell me you love the garage sale finds, and I do want to continue doing those, but right now there just aren't a lot of garage sales out there. This coming fall, though, all bets are off. I'm going to go ahead and pause this vlog. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, so I'm back home. Nothing really great at the thrift stores. I'll show you the few things that I did get. First thing I got here is a Dell. This is a 19-inch widescreen monitor. Picked this up for $9.98 minus a 25% off. I believe it came to about $7.30 after tax. See if we can get down to see what the model number is on this. If you guys can see that or not, it is model number... I can't really read it too well. Oh, there we go. E1910F. And it does have DVI and VGA connectors on it. So, not a bad little monitor there for the price. At the another thrift store for $2, picked up a pack of standard multi-purpose paper, Georgia Pacific, proudly made in the USA. This is 400 sheets, 20 weight, so decent quality paper there. Not the highest, but not the lowest either. I call that mid-range. 92 bright, I like that. I don't like my paper too white because it tends not to, the toner doesn't tend to adhere to it very well. Once again, not a bad deal there at all. Next, I just bought a whole bunch of mice. I'm not going to go through all of them, but there are a different array. Some are the little HP mice. This one is Keytronic mouse. But I wound up getting about 5 of them, paid on average about $2 a piece. This is probably the most expensive one. This came from the CHKD thrift store. This was $3, and then minus the 25% off, this came to about $2.35. So that's all I got at the thrift stores today. I'm going to pause the vlog. It is 12:08 right now, so I'm getting very hungry. Let me eat my lunch, see what the rest day brings. Talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, so it's lunchtime, and my stomach is rumbling. Yesterday, when Mom and I went down to Virginia Beach, picked up something from a what they called deli there, but they had all different types of food. Trying to remember what it was. It was kind of like an Asian deli, if you will. And there's something very unique there I want to show you guys. Let me go ahead and turn you around. This is what I'm going to have for lunch. I'm going to take a bite of it and do a little bit of a food review here, and you guys will have to tell me what you think. Let me flip you guys around and show you what I'm talking about. Tuber, so here it is. This actually came from a Filipino deli. And what this actually is, it's a beef stuffed Kaiser roll. This is like just a regular Kaiser roll, but apparently inside of this is beef. They had many different kinds. They had beef, chicken, pork, and I think they had some kind of spicy pork, but I opted to go with the beef because that one just sounded the best to me. They included some kind of sauce here. I'm not sure what this is, if it's just ketchup or what. Let's see. Oh, well, it's spilled now. Let me take a little bite of this, see if it's spicy or something. Talk to you guys. I got a little bit on my finger. Let's see. It's very good. It's like a sweet and sour sauce. Actually, that's really good. Let me pop this thing in the microwave and we'll give it a try. I'll let you guys know what I think. Have to clean the mess up first, though, right? Talk to you guys in a moment. All right, tubers. So here it is, nice and soft. I put it in there for a minute to just get it hot. It's about what she said. I was able to sop up some of that sauce there. About half of it. It actually tastes really good. It reminds me of the sweet and sour sauce like you would get in a Chinese restaurant for the sweet and sour chicken. See those little bits of pepper flake in there too. Let's go ahead and cut this open and see what this actually looks like inside. All right, tubers, you can kind of see me here. I'm going to go ahead and cut into this, and we'll see what it looks like inside. Oh, wow. That's not at all what I was expecting. Check this out, tubers. It actually looks more like pulled pork, if you can see that. My thing doesn't want to focus. But let's go ahead and give this just the pork, or in this case, the beef, a try and see what it tastes like. Wow, that's really good. And if you look inside the sandwich here, you can see it is totally stuffed with that beef. Pretty good size stuffed too. In other words, a lot of times what you'll do is you get a lot of bread and very little meat. You can see that both halves of this are really stuffed with that beef. So without further ado, I don't know about you, but I'm getting hungry. Let's go ahead and give this a try. Go ahead and dip it in the sauce, and I hear Dad's coming in. So let's go ahead and give this a try, see what it tastes like. Really, really good. Kind of reminds me of a roll that I used to get that was a Spanish-style roll. It's very, very flaky on the outside, almost like a pastry more than a roll itself. But the meat is extremely tender. Like when you think of beef, usually a lot of times it's tough if it's lower quality. I mean, this just pulls apart in your hand. This reminds me of beef that's cooked in a crock pot. So you know what, tubers? If you guys have anything like this in your area, I would highly recommend it. This tastes really, really good. Well, I'm going to finish my lunch. We'll see what the rest day brings, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers. Mom and I got our walk-in. It's about 3 p.m. right now, and we're going to head home and cook, so I'm going to end the vlog here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.